Math is all around us. We don't even notice it. While some of this math requires us to use the skills we've learned in school, there's so much more that we take for granted. My objective as a math sleuth is to show you math concepts being used every day. It could be as simple as using shapes to help us differentiate signs, or something very complex that is beyond our high school math knowledge, like our national debt. I may not be able to explain all that is uncovered in my search, but rest assured, math was involved in some way or form. Let's see what I've uncovered, which may generate more questions than answers, but serves my purpose of getting you thinking.
We owe $17 trillion on debt.
Imagine this, America's $19 trillion debt wiped out in 8 years. Well, Donald Trump says that could happen if he is president.
Fox News alert, we're a lot deeper in the hole than you think. That's the claim by an economist who says the national debt, which stands just shy of $17 trillion, isn't even close to what the government and you, the taxpayer, really owe. Oh, joy.
Fantastic.
Right on. I'm Bill Hemmer, welcome here to America's Newsroom. How you doing?
And I'm fine. I'm Martha McCallum, and good morning, everybody. So the gentleman who came up with this is James Hamilton. He's an economics professor at the University of California, San Diego. And he claims that the true national debt is actually more like $70 trillion.
With the recent presidential election, the national debt is always a topic of conversation. I'm sure you've heard people say, why should I care about the national debt? Does it really affect me? The simple answer is yes. So with an increase to the national debt, where will it affect you? Generally speaking, rising interest rates on loans and credit cards, weaker job market, and higher taxes. But we first need to understand exactly how much is $1 trillion. You can see the numbers 1 trillion written here. Notice that it has 12 zeros and 4 commas in its written form. Wow, 1 trillion. In the news clips, they've mentioned 19 trillion or 70 trillion. And you can see here how large those numbers really are. But let's try to put it into perspective. In 2004, on the Oprah Winfrey Show, Oprah kicked off her 19th season in a dramatic fashion by giving members of the studio audience a free car.
We've been lying to you. I admit right here now on this stage, you're really here because you all share a wildest dream. Every single one of you desperately needs a brand new car! Pull it in, boys!
First, she gave away 11 cars, then announced, I've got a little twist. The audience was given white boxes wrapped in red ribbon. One contained a set of keys. Oprah implied for another audience member to win the final car.
JR is back in our audio booth. I want, JR, this calls for a drum roll. Cue the drum roll. All right, open your boxes. Open your boxes. 1, 2, 3.
Everybody did get a car, all 276 audience members, but not everyone kept it. Winners had tax implications, which stretched to $6,000 or more for some audience members. By more, this means if a husband and wife were together, 2 people meant 2 cars, and taxes to the tune of more than $12,000. For Pontiac, the guest appearance on The Oprah Show did indeed raise its profile, and the episode showcased the G6 in a better light than the ever paid-for advertisements. It wasn't cheap for General Motors, though, as the total sticker price of the cars came to about $7.7 million. So, 276 cars don't even come close to $1 trillion. How much is $1 trillion? Let's look at some comparison to help us get a better idea of just how much $1 trillion is. Let's start simple. Here we have 1,000, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion. You could see it in an exponential form in the bottom right-hand corner. If we were measuring trillions in seconds, you notice 1 million seconds was just 12 days ago. Look at 1 trillion seconds. We're talking 30,000 BC. Now let's talk about $1 trillion in height. If I had $1,000 bills, and I wanted to stack them, 1 million would be just 4 inches high. If I were to look at $1 trillion, it'd be 63 miles high. If I was going to try and divide that $1 trillion among people or among households in the United States, you can see that for $1 trillion, it would be $3,280 per person. Or if you're thinking in terms of a house, it's $9,000 per household. Let's talk about a person's salary, $40,000 per year. We're not talking about any salary increases, just $40,000 per year. It would take 25 million years for you to earn $1 trillion. 25 million! Incredible. Is it possible to save $1 trillion by the time you reach 80? Here we have a number of actors and actresses who are in their 80s. If they wanted to have $1 trillion by the time they turned 80, they would need to have saved $34 million each day of their life in order to have $1 trillion by the time they reach the age of 80. As you can see, $1 trillion, or $19 trillion in national debt, is an incredible number. With the elections, with the newscasts, with all the media throwing numbers around, we need to understand what information is being fed to us. We need to be able to relate these numbers to our own environment, our own experiences, so we can make educated decisions about our money, how we invest, how we save, and how we spend. I want to thank you for watching How Much is $1 Trillion video. I hope you've enjoyed my explanation and comparisons using math concepts and that it helps you question the math that surrounds you. If you have any math ideas you want to share with me, please send me an email. Maybe your ideas will be in the next Math Sleuth video.
Playing basketball with the president, dunking on his delegates. Then I compliment him on his political etiquette. Toss a couple million in the air just for the heck of it, but keep the 5s, 20s, 10s, and bins completely separate. Yeah, I be in a whole new tax bracket. We in recession, but let me take a crack at it. I probably take whatever's left and just split it up, so everybody that I love can have a couple bucks. And not a single tummy around me would know what hungry was, eating good, sleeping soundly. I know we all have a similar dream. Go in your pocket, pull out your wallet, put it in the air and sing.
I wanna be a billionaire, so freaking bad. Buy all of the things I never had.
Buy everything.